I hope you're doing well. I know that there has been a significant need over the past few years to focus on self care. And any school district I visit, or even school districts my friends visit and report back to me and share that everyone is talking about, self care and how to take care of yourself and wellness. And I agree with all of that. But sometimes uh, it isn't really defined what exactly that means. I think I'd just like to share some thoughts with you. I've been reading this book, The Lightmakers Manifesto by Karen Walrond. And in her research, she looks at a couple different items that speak to self care. One of them for me is taking care of our physical body, taking care of our physical well being. And I know that at 70 years old now, I need to do that more. And maybe there are some days in the pandemic where you might feel like you're 70 years old because you're working so hard. I know for me, every other day I swim. I try to swim about a mile and a quarter, and on Sundays I swim 2 miles. And when I'm in the pool, my body tends to hurt a lot less, and sometimes the physical pain actually disappears altogether. So that's really, really important to me. After my swim, I tend to go up to the YMCA cardio machines, and I do 4 or 5 different cardio machines and a little bit of light lifting, um, because I think it probably helps my body to stay strong. And again, at this age, I don't feel nearly as strong as I used to. I know that different aches and pains are there constantly now. So I need to take care of myself, and physically is something I've always done. On the days I don't swim, I walk. There's a really nice walking trail for those of you who live in Chester County that connects Exton with King of Prussia. Some of the signs call it the Patriot Trail, Chester County Trail, but it's a beautiful paved walking, running, bike riding. I've even seen skateboarding, uh, skates, whatever it is, just the ability to be out in nature. Nature is incredibly healing for me, and I hope that it can be for you. So take a moment. What are your physical wellness practices? And are you doing something, a little something, I think, every day? It doesn't have to be incredibly strenuous, but we need to move our bodies. They're designed to move. I know for me, when I sit too long, particularly behind a screen of this sort, not good things happen. I get tighter. So think about what they are for you, and maybe get a buddy. My friend Krista refers to this as an accountability partner. Who can that accountability partner be for you? To take a walk, to take a run, to go to an exercise class, a Pilates, a yoga. Who is that person for you? So think about that, my friends. Another piece in the book is our intellectual wellness, our mental health and well being. And as soon as I say that, I think for me, it is often books. I gravitate to positive psychology. I gravitate to the spiritual. I gravitate often to the really old and ancient, Greek philosophers. I gravitate to Brene Brown and Parker Palmer and Mark Nepo and people that lift me up and help me feel good and confirm that the work I'm doing is based in research. That's important to me. To be confirmed, the work I'm doing is not new and different. It is there in the lives of many people that I respect. And the work I'm doing has a history, and I love that. Also, for our mental well being, think of how you calm your mind. I know for me, it's got to be some meditation, some mindfulness, some prayer. At some point in the morning, certainly I go over my list of what I'm grateful for, the people, starting with my wife Sandra, the people I'm grateful for, the life experiences I'm grateful for. And then I usually drop on the floor and do my yoga, which is certainly physical and mindful. Then I, get my exercise in. These are obviously days and I don't have to go out to a school district somewhere early in the morning. And I'm still learning that really significant intellectual, mindful practice of saying no. It's really hard for me because I'm service oriented. Um, Today would be an example. I knew that I could go to a school district where I had friends already working for me in that district. And previously I would have done that, but right now I'm really trying to practice to take care of myself, to get more rest. I'm feeling that I need it at this point in my life, and saying no, so I can always say yes with lots of energy to a bigger yes, a bigger sense of mission or sense of purpose. Maintaining our healthy relationships. And as I say that, I immediately think to my mind, I want to get on the phone as soon as I'm done. I want to call my old friends, one of whom I've known since 1970. Gosh, can you consider that? That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's 52 years. Many of you listening aren't even close to being 50 years old. So for me to have a friend that long is miraculous and beautiful, and I want to honor that and reach out to him. And another friend who has physical challenges like I do, I want to reach out to him and see how he's doing. Um, I want to reach out to that small but beautifully loving group of women and men who support my life, who care about me, who love me, and it's important that I love them and let them know how much I care about them. So think about those relationships. I know I love the Brene Brown activity that she calls 1 square inch, and I found it in other places. But imagine you draw a 1 square inch uh, square on a piece of paper, and you write in that 1 square inch the names of the people that you really care about. Their opinion really matters to you. They keep you following your North Star. And when you get off track, when I get off track, those are the people that are lovingly, very lovingly, going to call me on my behavior, on the things that take me off track. And our trust is so deep and so long and so earned that I completely pay attention and quickly get back on track. So think of those really, really essential relationships, the people that love you no matter what. Of course, we always need to monitor our emotions, being aware when we get up in the morning how we're feeling. Are we really ready to go? Or is our emotions and our body and our mental state asking us for something else? And I'm going to suggest that in your morning preparation, to guard and safeguard your emotions, don't watch the news. Please stop. It's just designed to trouble you and give you a headache. Um, Focus on the positive, focus on positive. Now, when I say focus on the positive, please don't misinterpret like it's some, namby-pamby, airy-fairy, touchy-feely, easy thing to do. No. Focusing on the positive is work. It is hard work. I do it every day. And there are days I'd rather just crawl up in bed and stay in bed. There are days I'd rather be grumpy and judgmental. But please, please focus on your emotions and know how to monitor them and just be aware. The first thing you're going to see is signs in your body. Tension in your neck, tension in your shoulders, headache. If it gets worse, you don't pay attention, you don't make change, low back pain. So for some folks, it's gastrointestinal troubles. But listen to your body. Our bodies are telling us important messages about how we feel emotionally. Another piece in the book that I love, she talks about taking care of our spiritual lives. And that, for me, is everything right now. My spiritual life begins and ends with love. And actually, there's no ending. The incredible privilege of being married to Sandra for 43 years and letting her know every day I love her, letting her know multiple times a day I love her, having her send me out of the house whenever I'm going to work with those beautiful words, make a difference today, touch someone's life. And it's almost like I'm being charged, I'm being recommitted to making that difference, and to have Sandra's loving spiritual presence in my life every day is a gift. It's an incredible gift. And then there's Ashley. For many of you who know me, know that I have a special needs daughter who's 38 years old right now. That is miraculous that she's still alive. Everyone that she began school with at the Child Development Center in Coatesville has passed. She's the last living and surviving member of that kindergarten class. She can't speak. She can't consciously move her body. She has multiple seizures a day, good days 3 or 4. So many things Sandra needs to do to keep her alive and well, and she does it exquisitely. But for me, being in Ashley's presence is as close to unconditional love. It's as close to God as I've ever been in my life. And that's something I savor. I take with me all the time, and I share the story of Ashley wherever I am. Because I think people need to remember, what is it really like to be a human being that may not be gifted intellectually? What's it like to be a human being that may not be even, quote, normal physically? And in this regard, Ashley is a master soul at unconditional love. So my dear friends, when you think of your spiritual life, if it is your religion, literally, God bless you, and relish that and join with that faith community. And for many of you who that just doesn't work right now, whatever is your spiritual life, wherever you are connected to unconditional love, wherever you are filled up with the passions and the enthusiasm for and of life, put your energy there. My dear friends, I think of you all the time. My whole life is devoted to you. Everything I do, I think of how can I serve children? How can I serve teachers? How can I serve administrators? And everyone that works in school and the school itself, the community we call school. So I hope these brief thoughts can be helpful to you. Again, if you'd like to look in detail, The Lightmakers Manifesto by Karen Walrond. I drew my thoughts that I shared with you out of her notes. So thank you, everybody. Be well.